his room. Because, let me just explain myself. When an officer answers a call, or when he rolls up on a situation, for a split second, somebody's got to decide whether it's the person who he's talking to or the officer himself defines that term reasonable.
Okay.
You understand?
Yep.
That's where the breakdown starts. And that's when all of that stuff becomes necessary.
Okay, and what you're hitting on is the third leg of our use of first table, which is ethics, right? Decision making.
Right, decision.
So we have the, and that's literally what I'm getting ready to talk about. So we have the legal standard, right? We have the policy standard, which, for the most part, is more restrictive than the legal standard, but mirrors it. And then we have the ethical, like how do we make these good decisions, right? Now, did you have anything else? I'm sorry. I'll start talking.
No. Let me just say one thing.
Okay.
So, I think one of the things we need to add to lethal force or police force, the abuse of, is mental. Because it becomes a mental thing with both the perpetrator and the police officer. Or not even a perpetrator. Let's say before a person even becomes a perpetrator, they just John Doe. And they start talking to the police officer. Say you pull me for a traffic violation, right? My tail light. And you go into the car, and you and I start talking. At some point, officer, the conversation goes wrong, right? And then that's when the word reasonable comes into effect. And then that's when things start getting out of hand. I've got stopped by the police before because my headlight was out, right? And every Volvo, a light goes out on the Volvo. I've had 9 of them. Every one I've had, a light's gonna go out. It's either because they don't put enough money into the housing of the light and water gets in it, but the light's gonna go out. So when the officer came up to the car, he couldn't see the license and registration. So I handed it to him, we're all right. Now this didn't turn out to be bad, I just want to say. So we started talking, and he introduced himself, I introduced myself, you know what I mean? So we were talking, so we just got to the point where he was going like, so your headlight's out. I said, also, I am aware of that. So, I mean, I didn't take it through the whole Volvo situation, you know what I mean? But I said, I am in the process of getting that light repaired. He said, okay, all right, fine. He said, you have a timetable? I said, ASAP. Okay. So I looked on the other side, there was a cop at the rear door over here, right? So I mean, I just saw something about my peripheral vision, you know what I mean? So so I asked the guy to stand right here, so what's he over there for? You know what I mean? He said, just in case things get out of hand. Well, okay, fine. So, I'm just saying that the whole situation ended up cool. He understood what I meant, I understood what he meant, and I ended up asking him about the traffic on the street and why the street cars were going so fast and blah, blah, blah. We got into a whole different conversation, but that was a decent conversation. All stops don't end up like that. And it all starts, everything goes downhill from that word reasonable. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that moving forward, I think sometimes we need to address more about officers and people in general and the term reasonable. If you understand what I'm saying.
Just be reasonable to each other.
Yeah, because all the stuff that I saw, all that stuff is correct, Lieutenant Fox. It's all correct. But we don't even have to go there. Somewhere down the line, the communication breaks down. And everybody has to learn how to communicate with each other better.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, and then you have to try to tell children that. You know what I mean? You have to try to tell children, man, look, when the police stop you, be reasonable.
Yeah, just be nice to each other.
Yeah.